Halloween Ends. This is my first ever movie review on this channel, so forgive me if I misconceive anything. Halloween Ends. It was okay. It wasn't the best. I didn't love it like I loved Kills. I loved it because it was just so fucking stupid. This one is kind of weird. It doesn't necessarily feel like a Halloween movie. If you watch it, or if you haven't watched it, if you're a Halloween fan, definitely give this movie a shot. But if you're not, and you're just looking for a nice movie to go on Halloween, scare the kids, whatever, it'll do it, but you'll hate it. It's the part where we get to spoilers. So if you don't want any spoilers, I know that was a quick review on my non-spoiler part, but if you don't want spoilers, stop now. Michael dies. And not necessarily in a great way, but definitely not in a terrible way. I did like the fact that throughout the entire movie, they treated him like a fucking battered housewife. I know a lot of you were thinking that I probably hated the scene where Corey just fucking manhandles him through that sewer, but I didn't hate it. I actually loved that scene. It was funny, but at the same time, you have to understand that he's an old man now, you know? And he's easily taken off of his feet, especially by a young person that he just reflected his own thing off of. I don't know what you'd call that. Yeah, I loved every scene Michael was in. I loved the fact that he got the shit kicked out of him and he died. But the meat grinder thing, it was a little too much. You know, it was kind of like, he was dead. He could have just, he's dead. There are some things, of course, I would have done differently. I wouldn't have ended my trilogy this way if I were to have a trilogy. Also, I liked Kills because of that mob scene where they just brutally beat the shit out of him. I like when Michael is 60 years old and he just gets fucking manhandled. I just find it reassuring that he has a human side. You know what I mean? Where he's outnumbered and he's getting the shit beat out of him. Now, let's go on to the elephant in the room, which is the whole Corey copycat killer thing. I hated it. There was absolutely no reason for them to go into the direction they did. I personally would have had it where they kept the Christine theme, you know, where he's like, not show me, but where Michael is for some reason getting recharged because of this character. And he's trying to get Laurie, you know, like, hey, I saw Michael. Maybe we should do something about that because I think because of me, he's going to be back this Halloween. And then, you know, we have all these things starting. You can do something. You can still have that relationship with Allison, and Laurie doesn't want him to be with her because he's like the battery for Michael. And I wouldn't have all of the characters be treated like absolute garbage. I kind of think that went with the Rob Zombie thing, where it's like all the main characters have to be treated like shit in order for this story to work. Which I would have had it, everybody just left them the fuck alone. Like, these guys have been through a lot. Even for me as a bully, fuck them. I want my life. Yeah, I didn't like the Corey thing. I thought that was unnecessary. It should have just been Michael. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is the Friday the 13th Part 5 scenario where this Halloween franchise is absolutely fucking dead with ideas because nobody's willing to be open to another perspective. It has to be grounded in John Carpenter's Halloween, which, don't get me wrong, I love. There are some things from that movie I would have kept for, say, my trilogy if I were to ever have one, which I'm not going to do one. But wow. This is how it ends. Like I said, I don't hate it. I don't like it. It was it was okay. Oh yeah, the whole fucking music thing with trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy, trying to bring in all this old rock and some new music. It's like, seriously? This is the Halloween franchise. You don't need any of that. All we want to feel is creepiness, you know? We want to know what's behind that corner. Is he behind that corner? What's that at the door? Oh my gosh, you know? We want to be on the edge of our seats. And this didn't really have me on the edge of my seat. It was kind of like, well, it has my attention, but what the fuck is it doing with my attention, you know? It's sitting there trying to figure out what it's going to do with your attention. All of it just to build up to Michael's death. With that being said, don't let my opinion affect your opinion. I want your own opinion of Halloween Ends. So, thank you so much for watching. This trilogy, whether or not it sucked, was a fun ride. I went to the movie theaters and kills and ends in my Michael costume, not this mask, more like the ends mask I have behind me. And a lot of people liked it. It was fun to be with my friends during this. It was fun to see Jamie Lee Curtis finally be in a role where she wasn't so ready, I guess you could say. But yeah, fun ride, but really, you know? Yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you'll stick around because I'm not stopping the Michael Myers train, I guess you could say. I love this guy. And I'm not going to stop with the Michael Myers content. But I'm not doing fan films anytime soon, just because I don't really have a crew to do that with. I don't really have people who are as into film as I am. That and I just don't have time. I am going to school and I'm working. I'm going to school for acting, directing, screenwriting, producing, composing, and things like that. So, I won't be doing a fan film until I have the things I need for it. Thank you for watching.